For today's video, I'm doing a watercolor landscape of the beautiful PEI shoreline. Now, I filmed this in time-lapse, but I also talk you through my process. It's October, and that means Inktober. So if you want to check out all my Inktober drawings, check out Laura's Art Basement on Instagram. And you'll be able to see my funny little character Mouse in all the different situations that the prompts from Inktober create. Alright, to start the painting, I make sure that I put plenty of water where I'm painting the sky. And then I come in with the pigment. Because you want to work wet on wet, that way the colors will blend one into the other. And if you find you're putting down a little bit too much color, you can always blot it with some paper towel. And when it's wet on wet, it will lighten the color. I do the same thing with the ocean, and with the whole painting actually, I work wet on wet for the base coat. Because that way all the colors will blend together nicely and you have a nice base that you can build upon. Here I'm adding in the beach and a little bit more darker color down by the water, and now some base coat for the cliff. And you can see I'm adding in more color, and then I add in more, and eventually you will see where I put in some very deep colors. And you have to remember, with watercolor, everything dries a little bit lighter. But I am adding layers and layers because I want this to be a very vivid painting, showing all the shadows and crevices in this cliff. At the very top of the cliff, I start in by adding in some green base coat, and that's bushes and grass and trees at the top of the cliff. And then I come in with deeper green to add in some shadow. But it's a little bit more than I want, so I just dab some out with the paper towel. And now I'm putting in the trunks for the trees. I love painting these trees because you're just painting with the side of your brush. You're making the little triangle shape of the tree and adding in the branches, and then you go in with some deeper tones, and then at the end, when everything's dry, I'll come in with a little bit of highlight for some of the tips of the branches. Here I'm adding in some grass and some pebbles on the beach. Now the beach is a little bit flat, so I'm adding in a little bit of splatter to add texture to the beach. And now I'm putting in some highlights in the ocean. Now I have to apologize, this was just filmed while I was on vacation using my phone, and it changed directions on me. But I think you actually get a better view of the painting this way. So on the far shore, I start with a light color, but I did want to add a little bit of dark at the top of it before I put the trees in. And there's even a little bit of the beach color at the very base of it. And there you go, a quick and easy PEI shoreline. You can support my channel by subscribing so YouTube will share my videos with more people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you for watching.